In recent months, South Korea has been rocked by controversy after the Democratic Party pushed through legislation abolishing prosecutors' supplementary investigation rights. According to data from South Korea's Supreme Prosecutor's Office, prosecutors conducted supplementary investigations in about 45.6% of the cases referred by police. Yet, in its effort to effectively dismantle the prosecution, the Democratic Party stripped prosecutors of both their investigative authority and their power to conduct supplementary investigations. One case shows exactly how dangerous this change could be. The case is known as the Busan Roundhouse kick case. In the early morning hours of May 22, 2022, a woman was attacked in the lobby of her apartment building in Busan as she returned home. The perpetrator approached her from behind, delivered a powerful roundhouse kick to her head, and repeatedly stomped on her until she lost consciousness. He then carried her over his shoulder into a CCTV blind spot. 7 to 8 minutes later, surveillance cameras captured him leaving the building alone. The victim was later discovered by other residents. During the police investigation, officers relied heavily on the perpetrator's own statements and never thoroughly investigated what happened during those missing 7 to 8 minutes or interviewed potential witnesses. As a result, the police referred the case to prosecutors simply as attempted murder. At the first trial, the attacker was sentenced to 12 years in prison. Because the victim had been unconscious, she had no memory of what had happened. It was only after prosecutors conducted a supplementary investigation that she learned a sexual assault had also been attempted. Prosecutors examined DNA samples from more than 120 locations on the clothes she had been wearing and found the perpetrator's DNA on the inside of her jeans around the waist, thigh, and calf areas. Combined with witness testimony that her pants had been pulled down when she was found, the new evidence led prosecutors to reclassify the case as rape and attempted murder. On appeal, his sentence was increased to 20 years. Without prosecutors' supplementary investigation powers, the full truth of this case might never have come to light. The Democratic Party ignored desperate warnings from victims, who described these powers as the last line of defense for ordinary citizens, and quickly pushed the bill through the National Assembly. In response, the victim of the Busan Roundhouse kick case left a comment telling Democratic Party lawmaker Kim Yong-min to go to hell after he celebrated the bill's passage through the Legislation and Judiciary Committee on social media. She also made a public appeal to President Lee Jae-myung on X, urging him to veto the bill and stand with victims like her. However, during today's cabinet meeting, President Lee stated that he did not believe the bill was serious enough to warrant a presidential veto, describing it as a necessary measure. With that decision, South Korea's prosecutors will lose their supplementary investigation powers, bringing an end to a system that had been in place for the past 72 years.